General Hardware is a pleasant experience with friendly, knowledgeable staff always ready to serve. What more could you wish for, huh? So come to General Hardware for proper service, lowest prices, free delivery, and see why nobody beats the General. Nobody.
Beryl, an early hurricane of unprecedented intensity, is fresh in our memory. The International Panel on Climate Change predicts for 2024 and beyond increased severity of weather and hurricanes due to global warming. Be smart, plan ahead. We can take steps ourselves to minimize loss and suffering from these threats. At Lanes, we have the necessary products, flashlights, water tanks, generators, water pumps, and more that you should have to provide you with safety and comfort. Whether building a new or reinforcing existing structures, Lanes can provide both product and specialty consultation advice at our Home Vision department. Protect your family and protect your home. Lanes, 784-456-1411.
99.9 WEFM. WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
All right, and we are back with you for another commentary segment on today's Activated Mornings, and we are in our Talk to Us segment, and I'm talking very quickly because a call is already coming in. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Solita.
Yes, Solita is up in the house. I've been renamed, folks. I've been renamed the Solita. Good morning, Joshua.
No place like St. Vincent.
I know, right?
I listened to Kingsley this morning, and as I always say, 90% of the times, I agree with the things that he says. And he gave a very good description of your regular callers, but he didn't speak about himself. If you would permit me, maybe 2 minutes maximum. I never met Kingsley in person, but we've interacted over the years, and on one of my visits to St. Vincent, I wanted to have pre-arranged transportation. And I asked a few persons, and every time I mentioned Kingsley's name, I got the same response. Oh, not techie. He not no good. But I just ignored all of that. Anyway, to make a long story short, I arrived in St. Vincent. Much to my distress, I was deemed to be a person of interest. And I was held against my will and being interrogated by the black squad. Mm-hmm. By the time I got out, I asked for Kingsley. One guy said, "Oh, Kingsley was here, but he's left." Then this young man approached me and introduced himself. He said, "I am his nephew," and he asked me to pick you up. Like I said, I'm going to make my story short, but I have to tell about this Kingsley. So I got into the car and I just laid back. All I wanted was peace and quiet after being harassed by the black squad. After about 5 minutes, the young man looked in his rearview mirror and he asked, "Are you okay, sir?" I said, "Yes." And then he asked, "Who are you?" I said, "I'm a Vincentian." He said, No, I saw the black squad harassing you inside, and people were betting that they were going to put the handcuffs on you, but you handled yourself quite well. Now, the young man, of course, apologized for Kingsley not coming because I was delayed. He had other appointments, other engagements. And on the way, Kingsley called to find out whether or not he had picked me up. And he said, I have another fare heading in, and he named this destination. And Kingsley asked my permission to allow his nephew to pick up this gentleman, which I agreed to. And I found that to be quite commendable because I'm not used to sharing a ride in a taxi. But Kingsley, again, he apologized and he asked my permission to allow his nephew to pick up this guy. And this young man, Solita, what is that?
Mm-hmm. I hear about two different names come out there before you even say mine properly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This young man all the way to my destination in some place named Pembroke. He pointed out places of interest and everything. And I said, "Sir, I'm a Vincentian, you know." He said, "I know that." And the only request I had of him was to drive within the speed limit. And not for once did this man overtake anybody or speed, and he was quite courteous. And again, I want to thank Kingsley, although I've never met him in person. Kingsley is someone who walks the talk. You don't always like the way he walks, but he walks the talk. So Kingsley, this is my plug for you. You've been putting in a plug for everybody else. And Roleza, we are all like vowels. You know what a vowel is? Do you know what a vowel is?
Yes, Joshua. Let me hear where you're going with this.
No, what I have to ask, because I do not assume anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because very often when we assume things, we end up being something like, I'm not going to say what, and we all bring something different to the table. It's like in construction. In Bermuda, you have to put in by law, first of all, a water tank, a cesspit, and then you build. And each compartment, each item, each thing, whatever it is, serves a purpose. Most important of all is the cesspit. I don't want to be a cesspit, but without a cesspit, we're in big trouble. So Kingsley, thanks again, and continue to be the pain in the neck that you are, because you do get some results. Have a good day.
All right, Joshua, thanks. All right, so we are in our Talk to Us segment for today. If you wish to be interactive with us, the number to call is 457-999-9997, or you can hit us up on the WhatsApp. All right. I see that someone mentioned, okay, so this is in relation to the conversation that we had earlier regarding the accident on the VG Highway where a lady was struck by a motor vehicle. All right. So someone is saying, concerning what you mentioned about the accident, sometimes the driver indicates, but his indicator light is not working. So the driver may not know because the indication would show up on the dashboard, but the driver may not be aware that indicator light is not working. All right. That is why also to use your hand and indicate. Also, the driver turning in can indicate late, and the vehicle behind saw it late, and because of the speed, he was driving right. So over. Right. That is also another thing as well too. Sometimes the indicator light isn't working, and this is why, if we are aware, especially when it comes to indicating lights, brake lights, etc., that we should actually get these matters rectified as quickly as possible. There's another thing that I've noticed too with some vehicles where the indicator light is almost the same color as, okay, so listen, I don't know vehicle parts, right? But that is almost like a lampshade, but for the bulb at the back, right? It blends into the color of it. So let's say the color of that quote unquote shade or the thing to house it, that plastic thing behind now. Hope you all following what I'm saying, but sometimes that could be, let's say, transparent, or it could be a little translucent, and the indicator light is white. It's not going to show up clearly, especially in the day, right? So I don't know if that is a case where that is how some of the vehicles are manufactured, with the indicator light being this almost the same color as the quote unquote shade light. I can't find the word, but I think you know what I mean, right? That is also going to be a problem when it doesn't show up properly, right? So again, we just really do need to take our time on the road and think ahead, right? When we can, just try to think ahead. All right. So the phone line is open. I'm going to give persons at least 10 seconds to call. And if someone doesn't call, then I just quickly jump into our scheduled topic for this time. Hi, Kojo, you crossed my mind yesterday. How are you?
I'm good.
You're good? No effects from the earthquake?
No. They had a tsunami warning, but then they sent it about an hour after.
Okay, all right, cool. That's why you crossed my mind.
Oh, so did I walk across or jump?
I like to jump. Yeah, you jump across my mind. You jump, Kojo, but yeah, well, give me peace with that, eh? Leave me alone.
Anyhow, there's two very important lights in the back that I think you tried to mention. There's the brake light, which is a transparent light, the white one,
Mm-hmm.
and the indicator light which is kind of like either red or orange sometimes, mostly red.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the indicator light is another one too usually. So, I mean, yes, but you're supposed to kind of do a self-checking of your vehicle sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Just get somebody to mash the brake, and because like if you go for a road test to drive, when you go for that with that vehicle, they make sure that your indicator light is working, your brake light is working before they put you on the road. So, and in my job too, every morning we have to self-check our vehicle to make sure it's working, because if the indicator light is not working, we can't drive it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know. I don't generally people don't do it, but it's something that people should do. As regular as possible. Like just do a self-check of their vehicle, make sure they like it. Because as I said, them light in the back sometimes people even know if they're working or not. Because most people just wake up in the morning, turn the key, and go on.
That you're talking about me, Kojo. You're talking about me.
I do it too. I only supposed to do it at work.
Okay.
When I wake up in the morning, I go in my truck. I don't even go in the back to check. It's sometimes when I at work, a man might tell me, you know, one of those when you can't walk in the back. So, but it's a good thing. It's a good practice to have. So if it was a light problem that the person didn't see the indication, that the person was turning into a spot,
Yeah.
I mean, if you turn it in a spot, I can't see why you'd be speeding too. So I mean.
Well, no, there's a vehicle behind that was overtaken. So a vehicle was in front. So they angled as if to turn, right? But the vehicle behind is what overtook that vehicle. So when they realized that the person was turning, they sort of swerved in a sense, and they ended up hitting the other a person standing by the side of the road. Yeah.
That sometimes you have to wait until people make the full turn before you do that speed up.
Yeah. Well, that's why I asked the question: did the person indicate early enough so that the person could recognize that they were going to turn, or to turn? That was the whole thing.
You remember when I told you that you need at least 2 car length space between each other?
Well, yeah.
If that person was doing that, he would not have hit that person.
Yeah.
He was very close behind that person, so that's why he could, to have wrong with person.
Yeah, but it's a lesson for all of us, I believe. Yeah.
So was Ms. Dianna? See you baptized you again this morning?
Yeah, Solita. Yeah,
how much name you on now?
I don't mind Solita. Solita have a little bit of a Spanish flavor to it, and it's kind of close to mine, so I'm good with that one. So whenever I walk by myself, I could be called Solita.
I was about to say both names, that name and your name is almost the same.
Yes.
So if somebody makes a mistake, I say Solita, you can answer.
I'll answer. All right, Kojo.
All right,
take care. All right, let's see. We have another call coming through. Hi, caller, morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Roberts, and how are you?
Well, I heard you this morning wake up in a good mood. You sound all excited, so you must get a new boyfriend,
Because it's Friday. New boyfriend? What boyfriend? I don't know what it is. It is Friday day. Everybody gets excited about Fridays.
Well, that used to happen to me once upon a time, but that doesn't happen to me anymore. So I said, thank God. Thank God I'm not in all that crazy, whatever, a rush and all, all these things about Christmas and so on. What a life. But, the first track, well, not the first track, but you wake me up with, that's a favorite tune of mine. And then I heard it said, you love it. You love Wilson so as well. And that tune with Baby, this will be the best Christmas of all. That's one of the better tunes of all the local artists that we have and so on. When I remember, so I think he went too soon, although he had an outstanding career with his music. I know there's this Trinidad woman, 90-something years old, and listening to Trinidad, she loves a particular tune by Winston. So so he really has, he has reached, he has touched a lot of people within the Caribbean. And the last fete I remember, I went in Grenada. Was it Grenada? Man, I felt till I wet, enjoying Winston Soso music and that fete, in that party, and so on. Yeah, so I am just listening, taking in all the Christmas vibes, and hearing what people have to say. Lots to be said, and but I just want us to remember those who are suffering, those who are, I reach out to you people. If I had $1 million to share, I would share it out to you guys who, to make Christmas a real happy one for you. So
yeah, but you could make Christmas happy for somebody in little ways too, Dave. It doesn't have to always be about money either. I think that is one of the things that
it's good you thinking like that. It's good you thinking like that, because back in time when Christmas time, when I had to service more than one of my girlfriends, I wanted to know what to buy for this person, what to buy for that other person, and so on. But thank God I'm out of that. So that's all part of life.
You have to keep your money in your pocket now. All right, Dave. I understand.
All right, Dave. Have a good weekend and everything.
All right, you too. Bye, Dave. All right. Okay, so just want to say good morning to Norris. Yes, Norris, that is news to me as well. So thank you very much, Dave, for letting me know. All right, so that is where we are going to come to the end of our... All right, let me see something here. Oh, all right. Morning, Evan. Good morning to you, Evan. Y'all amuse me on your WhatsApp sometimes, But anyhow, good morning. And this is where we are going to head on out. Yes, Kojo, we are going to jump on out of this segment and bring to you today's community dateline in a few. All right, so that was our Talk to Us segment for today. The last one for the week. As I said, it's Friday. And yes, my pitch goes up a little bit higher on a Friday.